My name is Tom Godfrey, and this is my Melody Guitar Book 2. If there's a Melody Guitar 2, you might be thinking there's a Melody Guitar 1, and you would be correct. I've already posted videos for Melody Guitar 1 and Rhythm Guitar 1, and you can download those two books for free from my website. I'll leave links for those in the description. Melody Guitar 2 is not free, but I am posting these videos, and you'll be seeing screenshots of all the music. So you will be able to watch all the videos for free, but it's going to be a lot easier to learn if you have your own copy of Melody Guitar 2 that you can read from and write in, plus you'll be supporting a fellow musician. So I'll leave a link for ordering Melody Guitar 2 in the description. My Melody Guitar books focus on learning how to read and play melodies in standard notation. Melody Guitar 1 starts you off learning notes on the first 3 strings, and by the time you're done with Melody Guitar 4, you'll be able to read and play melodies all over the fretboard. This book, Melody Guitar 2, picks up right where Melody Guitar 1 leaves off, so we're going to get right into it, talking about the warm-up you were playing by the end of Melody Guitar 1, and we're going to start learning a new note, the first space F. It's important to include a good warm-up in your daily practice routine. It helps, well, warm you up, plus it prevents injury, and it helps develop technique. This is the warm-up that we were playing by the end of Melody Guitar Book 1. We have our E minor pentatonic scale, which is the last thing you learn in the book. We have the speed booster that's on page 27, and I'll include links for these videos as needed. And play all your speed boosters 3 times, slowly, medium, and fast. And then we have number 40 from Melody Guitar 1. This is the Chromatic Exercise on page 22. Toward the top of page 3, we have a new note. This is the first space F. Remember, we call these notes by lines and spaces, and we number the lines and spaces from bottom to top. So this F falls in the first space at the bottom. Played on the 4th string, 3rd fret, 3rd finger. Next to that F, you can see a string of notes. These are the notes you learned in Melody Guitar 1, plus this new F. So we have our new F on the 4th string, 3rd fret, G and A on the 3rd string, that's open and 2, B, C, and D on the 2nd string, that's open, 1, and 3, and E, F, and G on the 1st string, that's open, 1, and 3. At the bottom of page 3, we have a new time signature. This is common time. This is just the same as 4/4 time. So if you see that letter C, that just means 4 beats per measure, quarter note gets the beat, just like 4/4 time. At the bottom of page 3, we have exercise number 1. And what I'm going to be doing through most of these videos is just doing a demo of the melody first at speed with a backing so you can hear what it's supposed to sound like, and then we'll go through it. I'll give you some technique tips here and there, and then you'll hear another demo that's going to be slower. And feel free to play along with the faster version or the slower version so you can work on keeping a steady tempo, and you can also use a metronome so you can practice at your own speed. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Melody number 1 at the bottom of page 3 is in common time, 4 beats per measure like we just talked about, and it starts on that new F. So make sure you're using third finger for that F. So we have F, G, A, D, third finger on that D, and then C, and it goes back to the F. Then we have a repeat, so we do all that again. F, G, A, D, C, F, G, A, F, G, F. And notice I'm keeping my fingers pretty close to the fretboard. We go on to your old F, your higher F on the top line. So that's going to be a half note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Making sure you're counting through the longer notes. So we play that C with our first finger, and then we have an A in the next measure. But keep your fingers close because you have to go right back to a C. So I'm going to go back to measure 5 right after the repeat. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep your first finger close. A, C, C, D, C. Now when I play my C to D to C, if I know I'm going to return back to C, I can keep my first finger down. C, D, keeping my first finger down, and back to C. And make sure you count through all 4 beats of that whole note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second finger on the A. Third finger on the F. 2, 3, 4. Next couple of measures are the same as when we started. F, G, A, D, C, and then A, G, F, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 1, ready, play. At the top of page 4, we have exercise number 2. This one is in 3/4 time, which means we have 3 beats per measure. Starts on a D and goes to an A. Does that a couple times. Keep your fingers close. If you want to, you could even keep your fingers on the fret. Sometimes it sounds good to do that, and sometimes you want to cut the notes short. In this case, you could go either way. So we have D half note and then A. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You want to be careful in 3/4 time. It's very common to play the quarter note on beat 3 too long. What I hear a lot is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You don't want to do that. You want to move right from beat 3 to beat 1 of the next measure. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Your new F. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And as we play, we want to be very careful to have first finger on first fret, second finger on second fret, third finger on third fret, and fourth finger on fourth fret. Anyway, second line starts as the first line with D's and A's. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. To your upper F. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then third line, we jump down to our new F, finger 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Now when you go from this C to this F, in the third line, you can just collapse your finger. You don't have to pick your finger up to play the F. You can just kind of collapse your knuckle. Let's go to the beginning of that line again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and collapse. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then fourth line again starts on that new F, always keeping your fingers nice and close to the frets. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those last two notes are tied. So instead of two dotted half notes, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, we turn it into one longer note. 1, 2, 3, and another 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Ready, play. One, two, 1, 2, ready, play. Number 3 at the bottom of page 4 is in common time. So again, that's 4 beats per measure. You're counting your quarter note as the beat. Every couple measures starts with your new F. So we have some big jumps in this one. We have an F to your upper F, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you count through those longer notes. And if you like, you could keep one finger on your lower F, third finger, and first finger on the upper F if you like. That's just an option. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We go back to that new F again, first space F, and then we're jumping up to an E instead of an F. So now we have F, E, D, 2, 3, 4. Second line, we have our new F again, first space F, jumping to a C this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, in this measure right here, the first and second measure of the second line, we're going from a C to a D and then back to a C. So you can keep your first finger down just to make it a little bit more efficient. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Keeping first finger down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those last three notes, the C, A, and F, make a little diagonal pattern on the fretboard. So watch for that. When you see that F and A and the C, just think of that little diagonal like a little checkerboard. That may help you play that a little bit more efficiently. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, play. Your assignment is to practice exercises 1 through 3 on pages 3 through 4. Make sure you work on keeping a steady tempo by playing along with the video or practice to a metronome so you can choose your own tempo. And don't forget to order your copy of Melody Guitar Book 2. You can watch all these videos for free, but it's going to be a lot easier to learn if you have your own book that you can read from and write in. So I'll leave a link for that in the description. Take your time with this, and then when you're ready, I'll see you on page 5, where you're going to learn a new note, the first line E.